Who's better in their prime? That's what our great debate is going to be about. Ernesto, who do you think was better in their prime?
Wait. Is the question better in their prime or better as a career?
Better.
Better in their prime. Better in their prime.
Better in their prime.
Okay.
Is Salah in his prime? Is Neymar in his prime this season?
Not this fucking season. No.
If he keeps it, if Neymar keeps it up, he might be, you know. But he's injury prone right now. Who's had a better prime? I would go Neymar. But I am open to having my mind changed since there's a Liverpool fan here and he will argue his fucking heart out. But I think it's Neymar. I mean, it was in no offense to Liverpool. Liverpool's a great team right now. But was in a better team, was more creative in my opinion. It was more fun to watch than Salah. He has that Brazilian flair, you know. The Barcelona team that won the Champions League in 2015, just because they had Messi alone was a better team, bro.
Yes, but see, I don't think
Messi, Suarez, Neymar was sick.
Yeah, but I don't think they would have missed out on much if Neymar wasn't there.
No,
I don't think. That's why I think Salah was better in his prime than Neymar.
But this is. I think the question is wrong though. I think better in the prime is a different it's a different question to because I think as a player overall, in their respective teams, Salah has had more impact. Yes,
okay, I think you're arguing. Let's say Neymar 2015-16 versus Salah 2017-18.
Neymar's 2014-15 was better.
Or 14-15.
But okay, let me just say this, right? Neymar, Suarez, and Messi had in the 3 seasons they were together. In the first season, 122 goals. Second season, 131 goals. And third season, 110 goals. That's insane.
Okay, but how many of them were Neymar? Because it's
39.
It's MSN versus.
They were okay. So Messi had more in the first season. So it was for the first season, Messi 58, Neymar 39, Suarez 25. For the third season, Messi 41, Neymar 31, Suarez 59. Suarez really fucking.
Suarez had an insane season.
And then 2016, 2017 was 110, Messi 54, Neymar 20, Suarez 36.
Feels kind of weird that Neymar was still at Barca in 16, 17.
Yeah, it does. It does. But
that whole transfer is so stupid.
Yeah, but he followed what Ronaldinho did more or less. It's like, I don't know. As a money transfer, realistically.
But it wasn't. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he won what he wanted to win, and then he was like, "Bye, I'm gonna get bread."
I don't know.
So,
I think.
How are we framing this?
Yeah, we have to define the question because like I said.
In my opinion, Neymar's prime was the 2014-15 season. So I'll say, let's say Messi's Neymar's 2014-15 season versus Salah's. What was his best season? Probably the first one?
17-18.
Yeah, okay. So even though stats don't mean anything, let's just look at the stats. 2017-18, Salah had 52 games overall and 44 goals. I don't know about
how many
assists.
Assists he had, I think he had like 16 assists.
Okay.
16.
Which is fucking
16.
Amazing season. And then for Neymar's 2014-15, he had 51 games and 39 goals. How many assists do you have that in front of you, Sam? I don't have it.
I don't have that in front of me.
You can search up, okay.
Yeah.
I think I had like 20 probably assists.
Yeah, Neymar stats 2014-15.
You know, I think you have to consider league that you're playing in because I think that, you know, Salah has obviously played in a better league than Neymar ever has. La Liga is not a joke, obviously.
How many, 33 goals he scored? 33?
So he had how many assists?
No, Salah scored 32.
Salah had 32 goals. 32 in the Prem.
Imagine scoring 32 in the Prem, and didn't you come fourth that season?
2017-18, we did come fourth. Yeah, we secured.
That's fucking crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Only 10.
But the season after we won it. So.
Only 10, but still decent amount. I mean, I think stats-wise, Salah has got the edge clearly.
And I think Salah also had a bigger impact to his team. However, you know, Neymar, he was meant to be.
You didn't win it. What do you mean you won it then the season after? You didn't win it the season after. You came second.
We got to the final. Sorry, and then won it the season after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I think in terms of impact to the team, Salah is levels above, and I think in terms of impact and in terms of bringing
Levels above
Liverpool,
all impact.
yeah, and in terms of
You know,
like bringing Liverpool to the forefront, I think that he did like compared to his position within Liverpool's team and Neymar's position within Barcelona or
Okay, I definitely
PSG,
agree with that.
I'd say.
But I'm gonna say that this is completely not really out of topic, but just maybe a little controversial. I think Mane had a bigger impact than Salah.
When you can't just say Mane had a better impact than Salah. You can't.
No, like overall, I think Mane had a. And
no,
I think
what you chatting, bro?
I think you can see it this season because
No, but that's not the problem. Mane isn't the problem.
I agree. No,
miss,
I'm not saying Mane is the problem. I'm saying that he had a bigger impact, and him leaving was one of the worst things that could happen to Liverpool.
I think you're.
But that's not the problem. That's not the reason why they're shit now. They're shit because the midfield is completely.
Yes,
wank.
and they're also shit or not shit or like. Not Klopp's fault, but it's like, you know, they've been playing the same style for 4 years, so teams are starting to catch on how to like what their weaknesses are and how to defend better against them and how to like, you know, Klopp needs to adapt and he is adapting and he will adapt, but he needs to.
I mean, apart from the 9-0 win against Bournemouth, which was obviously a great performance, obviously. Rangers, our Champions League game against Rangers, I think has been our best performance, and it's the first time I've seen, at least in quite a while, that Klopp has edited his formation in any way, and he moved from a 4-3-3 to a 4-2-3-1, and the impact was, yeah, I mean, it was clear, you could see, and it meant that because Thiago and Henderson were playing deep, they could cover off Trent when he was pushing forward, which is also something that we've been lacking this season, is cover for Trent.
Yeah.
Okay, then to talk about like stats again, right? Neymar with Barca in the 2014-15 season won La Liga, Copa del Rey, and the UCL. So they won the treble. The 2017-18 season with Liverpool.
Yeah, but again, this is the teams were in completely different points in their.
And this was peak Messi as well.
No, when did he score 91 goals overall?
It was 2012, 2013, but he was peak throughout like those.
Yeah. I know. I agree, but it's just to like, because I think this is. I was gonna say this is a point for Salah rather than Neymar, because even though they only came fourth in you got knocked out in the fourth round of the FA Cup, third round of the EFL Cup, doesn't really matter.
I mean, until this season, we've never made it past the fourth round of the FA Cup.
Yeah, so you were runners-up of the Champions League, which is good, and you were fourth in the Premier League. But I think this is a point to Salah because it shows how much he carried that team with all the fucking goals he had for only you guys to finish fourth.
That's mad.
Yeah, that's why I think this is a point. But again, they won the treble. The team was a lot better than Liverpool's 2017-18 team.
For sure.
But I think you guys are underestimating the fucking impact Neymar had. Neymar won them the final, bro, in 2014-15. He was man of the match for that in my books. Maybe Messi got man of the match. I might be mistaken, but in my books, Neymar was man of the match for that. You carried, bro. You got, I think, a goal and assist.
I think like talent-wise and the way like they play, Neymar is like a better footballer in that sense, for sure.
Yes.
Ever. But the way they push their team forward, they contribute to every single action that happens. Salah was way more influential for Liverpool than Neymar was for Barca at that time.
Yes, because
and I think if you're looking at it, in the same way,
of the players, yeah.
I think if you're looking at it in the same way that like you would in like obviously they're not the same caliber of player, but like in a Messi Ronaldo debate, you don't you do argue who is the better player, but you also answer like who is the bigger impact player, or like who's the bigger. And I think that also has to like come into consideration.
But I think of course, and I think I agree. Salah was more because like, okay, again, to compare the teams, Neymar came in as a very promising talent, and I think maybe he could have done better overall, but injuries and shit. No, let's not get into that right now. Like, fucking hell. Neymar came into a team full of superstars like Messi, Suarez, fucking, I don't even remember the midfield. I think Iniesta was still there, right? So like, it was a great team, like great team full of fucking superstars, and he fit in straight away perfectly. It's not something everyone can do. Straight away he got into the starting lineup, and straight away
obviously right? He's a good player.
That's of course, but that's like, I'm saying that's like a point to him, and then a point to Salah. He came into a Liverpool team that wasn't great, and he was their star. He became the star, and then everyone grew around him, and the team performed, and I think he carried in that sense. But I think it's a bit.
I mean, look,
unjust
it's
say that Salah had more impact, because it's equally as difficult, maybe a little less difficult, to go in a team full of superstars and perform at their level straight away, the way Neymar did.
But that wasn't straight away. He joined in 11-12, and
yeah, no. Of course, you have to. Let me check.
12, 13 Santos.
Oh wait, no.
He joined 13, 14.
No.
Yeah, he joined 13, 14, and only played 26 games. Played 26 games in La Liga that season. And he became a full start in 2014-15, which was his prime season, in my opinion. So yeah, it took him a year to adjust. But even to say like,
that's good, yeah.
Sure. And even
and
to say,
I mean, but Salah dropped in. Salah dropped in, and not only did become the star man for Liverpool, he also broke the Premier League record for most goals of all time in his first season.
And I agree, and that's a madness. But
that's
again,
why I think like Neymar was insane in that season, but like Salah, that's just like a record-breaking season in his first. That was his first season at Liverpool. First season at Liverpool.
It's a madness.
That's fucking mad. But the thing that Salah does have against him is because that he didn't win anything for Liverpool, or he didn't like reach a massive like.
But again, this is the classic argument of is it an individual, like, you know, is it an individual thing, or is it based on also what your team has done around you? Because
I mean, that also has to contribute. Because obviously,
but does it? Because a player like Steven Gerrard, who didn't really win anything in his career, is still considered to be one of the best midfielders to have. Still considered to be one of the best Premier League midfielders of all time.
I want to add something, because I think we're also not giving enough props to the 2017-18 Liverpool squad. It wasn't as good as Barca, 100%. There's no way it was as good as Barca. And I think Klopp chose to focus on the Champions League, and you did make the final. You lost it, but you made the final, which is not something that anyone can do. So I think
that's true.
Even though
Salah was instrumental until
exactly, I
think
of course Salah definitely the game changer for Liverpool, one of the game changers for Liverpool's.
I would still argue that he isn't even. I mean, this is not even really in the Neymar Salah debate. If anything, it gives a point to Neymar. But I don't think that Salah is the player that.
I think it's Mane.
I think the double.
I said before.
Well, yeah, but I don't. No, it's not Mane. It's not.
I think it's
the
Mane.
team. But it isn't. But the team that transformed Liverpool is
Van
Dijk, Alisson. That double transfer is what completely transformed our team.
That's true. Alisson was goated. Van Dijk too. It's a bit of a dickhead, but no. I don't like Van Dijk. I really don't like him. I don't like the whole Liverpool back four. They piss me off. I don't know why. Especially Trent and Robertson. There's just the way. Like, they're good. They're very good.
Robertson, I can see it, because he's the type of player that if he plays for your team, you love him, but if he doesn't, you absolutely hate him. He's like one of those players, like a Pepe.
Van Dijk is surely not a guy you want to see banging your mom.
No, you would hate to see that.
To be fair, there's not too much you could do about it if he was. But,
yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do, bro? So,
do you join or do you watch,
Josh?
What?
What did you just say?
Do you join or do you watch?
Do I join or do I watch? I fucking run, bro.
Yeah, run away. That's the
I run. I change my family name.
you show him the video of the last Champions League final.
I'll make a YouTube video about it. For sure.
We'll go viral, bro.
Yeah.
We'll go viral. I think it's a difficult argument to compare. Like
it's tough because they've never played in the same league. They've never played. You know, I think it's a very difficult comparison to make.
I think if like Barcelona didn't have such good like attackers like Messi and Suarez, it would be easier to judge because Neymar would be the first guy, the main guy. But because obviously like that whole meme that he's shadowed by Messi, Salah didn't have anyone in that front except Mane, obviously, but he wasn't that good that season.
Yeah,
I mean the 2017-18 season, Mane and Firmino both had over 20 goals. I'm pretty sure in terms of competitions. Yeah, Firmino had like
all competitions.
Firmino had like 10. Yeah, that's what I just said. That's what I just said.
Got like
but that's not insane.
Important in the Champions.
Oh, it's definitely not Suarez, Messi. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying it's not like he was the only attacking point in our attack.
Yeah.
I think it's impossible to say that a guy who broke the Premier League record was worse. I don't know. For me, that's.
I don't think he's. I mean, I do think
This
he's
is it.
worse
It's
'cause
so
I'm
tough
saying
because they're
Neymar's
two
better.
world-class
I think
players.
It's a very tough argument, and I'm starting to maybe side more with Salah because it's recently the Premier League is at its peak that it's ever been. It's a harder league, even compared to La Liga 2014-15, which wasn't a joke. It still isn't a joke, but the Prem is a better league, a tougher league. But also in this argument, I feel like it's and this might be also be a little more controversial. It shows how, and which is a good thing because there's more goals, games are more entertaining. It shows how untactical the Premier League is compared to other leagues.
Yeah,
because like look, I'll use this as a comparison to the Serie A, which I feel like it might be the most tactical out of the top 5 leagues in my opinion. Maybe you could argue it's not. I think it is very tactical. Let's compare, and of course.
But what does that mean? What do you mean by the most tactical?
Because it's more the games in the Premier League are more like okay, like.
I think they're more physical.
Maybe not physical. It's more just like fuck it, pass the ball around and pass into space as much as you can. There's less tactics that go into a game.
Yeah, Pep just says fuck it, just go out there, do your thing. It is what it is.
I think
Pep is the outlier in my
players
opinion.
being more. It relies on players being more physical.
Yes.
That's what.
Not physical. Not physical. Not physical. I think more endurance because there's a lot more running. Not physical. Because I feel
physical
like
is in physical.
No, but alright. I'm thinking more like physical, more like strength and like.
He's thinking FIFA physical.
And strength. Yeah. It's both.
I feel like the Serie A is more strength and less endurance, and the Premier League is more endurance, less strength.
Bro, there's no Brexit in Serie A, bro. There's no.
What
Brexit
you mean, bro? The fucking tackles, the fouls, the yellow cards flying around all the time. I feel like the Serie A is a lot more strength than of course the Premier League is more endurance. There's a lot more running. But okay, anyway, I'll get back to my original point. I think the Prem is more. Let's compare. Like in Italy, if a smaller team is going to play a bigger team, they're gonna play super defensive and play for a draw. If a shittier team in the Prem is going for is against like a City or a Liverpool, they will try and win. And this will sometimes cause like games like the 9-0 Bournemouth because they're gonna be super like you're gonna open them up because they didn't like start defending. Or like games like the 7-2 that you had 2 years ago.
That happens everywhere. That happens everywhere.
That doesn't happen.
A lot of teams park the bus in the Premier League. A lot.
Yes.
It's always.
No, but in Italy, it's a difference. But it's.
That's the lower teams. That's what they do all the time. They just try to nick a goal. They never try to actually.
Right. But in Italy,
it's why especially Liverpool. Yeah. Man.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like, okay, and I'll get back to why this is linked to Salah, and why I'm saying this is because I think that it's more like, in the Premier League, I sometimes feel like it's more like, oh, fuck it. Let's just try, like, just pass into space, pass the ball, like, which is what you're meant to do. But in Italy, the game is more structured. There's more build to it. The build-up is a lot slower because you're passing the ball, you're thinking about what you're doing before. I feel like in the Premier League, it's more just boom, boot it up, hope it gets to someone, quick passes, quick 1-2, open space.
That's more La Liga, the whole passing thing.
Yeah, maybe. But and I'll bring this back to Salah because okay, the season before he moved to Liverpool, he had 41 games and 19 goals for Roma. The Roma team wasn't great, but it also wasn't bad. Liverpool's team was better, of course, but he still only had 19 goals. And I mean, only a summer changed, and he went from being an average player in the Serie A to breaking the goal-scoring record in the Premier League. And I only think that happened.
That just shows how good he is.
Yes, but I think he wasn't as good in the Serie A, not because the Serie A is more tactical and more slower, and it takes more build-up, and there's a lot more tactics in the game.
No, that just shows that whenever you go into a system that works perfectly for you with a manager that works perfectly, with a team that plays fully around you. And it all fucking goes into place at one time.
Of course,
it fucking happens.
Of course.
Because you could argue like for example a player like Lukaku, who's extremely physical and extremely whatever, didn't perform anywhere near as well in the Prem as he did in.
No, I mean in the Prem, he's performed better in the Prem when he was in the Prem.
At Inter, he. What do you mean his first time around? Do you mean like when he was?
At Everton, United, all these places.
Everton, he did well. United, he didn't perform as well as when he did, as well as when he was at Inter.
I agree.
No chance.
I agree, but for Inter, yeah, he did well for Inter, but I think he was still better in the Prem in the Serie A I think so.
No,
I think like
but he he was okay because he was at a shit club that didn't want to play normal football, like a football.
And I also think
that's the reason he was sold from United, because he couldn't play with his back to goal because he couldn't pass.
Yeah. And I also think like his time at United was at a time where, and still is, where United were doing stupid shit all the time. Like why I don't understand why you bought Lukaku when it's just, why did you buy? He did not fit the way you were playing. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just a time where United was doing stupid shit.
When Lukaku was brought in at United, I'm pretty sure most people expect him to perform extremely well there.
Yes.
Like I thought he was gonna.
You saw the way Lukaku played. You know the type of player he was. It's not like he changed. Like, of course he grew as a player as you grow in your career, but it's not like he. I don't know. Like, I feel like United in those years were doing stupid.
No, but obviously no. But there was a whole thing. There was a.
And I think he could have performed better if. Yeah.
There was a whole thing that we were gonna get Morata and Chelsea were gonna get Lukaku, and then it reversed in like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We got Lukaku and they got Morata, but it was supposed to be the other way.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like he moved to United in probably the worst period possible that he could have moved to United. It was his biggest step in his career at that time, in a United team that was quite good and was expected to perform, but that was terribly mismanaged, and no one had seen it yet at that point, because the expectations were still like contenders for the Premier League. And then of course it didn't perform because the managers were shit, the way the team played were shit, like the scouting was completely off. This was completely side hustle. Anyway, I think that's all I was gonna say, is that I think to compare the leagues, it's too difficult, and this is a too difficult thing to like completely say. Like the Messi versus Ronaldo, it's obvious Messi is better. In this, it's too difficult in my opinion to like. I'm siding with Salah now. I'll change my mind. I'll say Salah's the better player, just because harder league. But I think it's still little hard to like make this. Like, compare these two leagues are also like they never even played in the same league, so we can't.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, no.
In that league.
Obviously, but it's also hard to compare these players in their primes in those 2 seasons because of the teams around them as well. You don't know how much freedom Neymar would have gotten if there was no Messi.
That too, exactly. So I mean, as I was saying, I'll change. I've changed my mind. I think Salah's better, but I think it's still very tough to call because, again, not seeing them in the same league at the same time.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about stats in 2 completely different situations, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But like an eye test, you would say Neymar, but because of what the achievement was, because of the goal, because the record breaker, 32 goals a season, which probably will be broken by Haaland this season.
If he keeps going like this.
Like, honestly, if he doesn't get injured, he can fucking break the living shit out of that run.
Oh, by it won't even be close.
Like 52 goals or some shit. But yeah, exactly what you're saying. And yeah, it was like a very big what if. Like, what if there was no Messi and Suarez and Neymar had more like freedom? But
they were there, so yeah, but they were there, so you have to say Salah, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. I've changed my mind on
Even though Neymar should have probably had one of the best primes in history.
Yes. Who knows what? As we said at the start, if he keeps going the way he's going right now, he's gonna have a better season than the 2014-15 Barca season. He's flying right now. I don't remember the stats.
Bro, imagine having a front 3 of Neymar, Mbappe, and fucking Messi.